Hello everybody and welcome to this week's AVARigs. My name is Wesley, not as always, but as always to my left, we have this beautiful, magnificent PC that we're gonna go ahead and talk about today. So without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the case as always, and this is the Hyte Y60. I do wanna note that this does have an LCD panel that we put inside of it. You know, that's not uncommon for the Y60. If you can get your hands on a Y70, they have them built in, but get your hands on it. I dare you. The motherboard is gonna be an ASUS Prime Z790A Wi-Fi. This is kind of like the mid-tier motherboards for ASUS. You know, it's not a bad motherboard, but it's not like, you know, the ROG. However, it is the Wi-Fi version, and it is Wi-Fi 6E too. I had to look down there. It's a real fine print. I will tell you that, you know, the motherboard is gonna do what it needs to do for this customer. Moving on to the CPU is gonna be an i7-14700KF. This obviously an Intel chip. Moving on to the GPU, we're gonna have an MSI GeForce RTX 47 Gaming X Slim. All right, moving on to the memory, we're gonna have Team Group. That is not a name you hear very often on AVARigs. This is gonna be a 32 gigabyte kit, two 16 gigabyte sticks individually. And this is a 6400 megahertz kit in DDR5, obviously. Moving on to the PSU, we're gonna have a CORSAIR RM850 PSU, and this is an 80 plus gold watt power supply rated for, you guessed it, 850 watt. And this is a fully module PSU as well. Moving on to the radiator. So ASUS, we've been using them a lot. They are great. The manufacturer is great. The product is great. So I highly recommend them. So we've been using these in a lot of systems, but this is the ASUS 636S-M2. So it has a 360 millimeter radiator. I will say that it does require special brackets most of the time. If it's an LGA 1700 CPU, you're definitely gonna need that retention bracket. Moving on to fans, we're gonna have Thermalright, not Thermal Take, but Thermalright. We're gonna have a 3-pack of the 120 millimeter fans, and these are RGB fans. And I do believe that those are the ones on, yep, those are the ones on the CPU cooler. Moving on to more fans. We're gonna have Cooler Master MASTERFANs MF120s, the Halo White editions. So you're gonna have one back here and then over here. Moving on to storage, we're gonna have a Western Digital 1 terabyte black SN770. Great SSD. I personally have one. It is phenomenal. I love it. Highly recommend. And to add a little oomph to it, the customer decided to go with a Crucial 2 terabyte BX500. And this is a 2.5 SSD, a 2.5 inch SSD. Again, highly recommend Crucial. I think they are phenomenal as well. I know it's hard, and you know, when you're looking up to Samsung all the time, but if you look beyond them, there are some great and affordable options, Crucial being one of them. And then moving on to the OS, we're gonna have Windows 11. I do wanna note that we did not set up Windows for the LCD panel yet, so that's why it's not on. All right, everybody, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me this week on this week's AVARigs. As always, if this is a build that interests you, we have multiple ways of going about obtaining one. The first one, we have our Instabuilder. You just click a couple buttons, you know, games you want to play, resolutions you want it at, you know, all that, you know, easy questions. And then once you submit it in the background, everything's gonna be pieced together. You're not gonna get something identical to this. However, you do have options of like picking your case and, you know, things like that, aesthetic wise, but performance wise, we'll take care of all the work for you. If you're somebody that likes to hand pick everything and wants something absolutely identical to this, you can use our configurator. You can go through and piece together your build with the parts that you want. So maybe you're not a fan of the GPU in this, but that's not a problem. You can go ahead and swap it out. Maybe you want some more memory. You know the drill. I mean, as simple as that. But if you're somebody that wants professional opinions, you can reach out to our awesome sales team and they will walk you through every step of the way. Be sure to check out our Discord, give it a join. We run weekly giveaways, which are, you know, anything from shirts to game codes. And your boy runs that, so you can just stop in and say, hey, how you doing? But you can also ask any questions. We have a great community that we are building up that can help with just about any question you have. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this week's AVARigs. My name is Wesley, and we'll catch you next time.
If you like the PC in the video, be sure to contact our sales team by emailing sales@aviadrock.com or head to the website by clicking the link within the description below. You can choose from many pre-built options, gaming or workstation based, or use the configurator to build the PC of your dreams. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so you can be notified of future content, and give the video a like in support of our channel. You can follow the variety of our social media channels by visiting aviadirect.com/community. And you can also join our Discord if you wish to engage in discussions related to custom-built PCs.